Welcome to our channel, Anna Technologies. We make your study productive by focusing on the important questions and answers. Today's topic is semiconductor physics. By the end of the lesson, students should be able to explain the terms free electrons and holes, draw the circuit symbols for a PN junction diode, give the reason for doping a semiconductor material, identify the parts of a photocell and state the function of each. Describe the term intrinsic semiconductor. Distinguish between the p-type and n-type semiconductors. Explain the acronym laser and describe what a laser is. A free electron is a negative charge carrier. In other words, a free electron has excess electrons. On the other hand, a hole is a positive charge carrier. In other words, a hole has deficit electron. The circuit symbol of PN junction diode is as shown. Now, the reason for doping a semiconductor is to increase the electrical conductivity. In other words, to reduce the electrical resistivity of the semiconductor material. The symbol of a photocell or the diagram of a photocell is as shown. The part labeled A is called emitter or cathode, while the part labeled B is called a collector or anode. The cathode emits electrons, that is its function, while the anode attracts electrons. Now, what is an intrinsic semiconductor? It is just a semiconductor that contains the same number of free electrons and holes. That is, the number of free electrons is always equal to the number of holes. Now, differentiate between the p-type and n-type semiconductors. For the p-type semiconductor, the majority carrier of electricity is holes, while for the n-type semiconductor, the majority carrier of electricity is an electron. The p-type semiconductor has a net positive charge, while the n-type semiconductor has a net negative charge. The p-type semiconductor has a trivalent impurity, while the n-type semiconductor has a pentavalent impurity. What this means is that the impurity in a p-type semiconductor is usually taken from group 3 of the periodic table, while the impurity for an n-type semiconductor is often taken from group 5 of the periodic table. The acronym LASER means light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. That is the acronym of a laser. But when you are asked about what about a laser is simply defined as a device that generates an intense beam of coherent monochromatic light. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.